With the 2021 season of the Valvoline D1NZ Drifting Championship now upon us, it's time we look back at the wild year that was. Two-time New Zealand champion Cole Armstrong taking the opening round win at Teretonga Park.
Wow. Say it again. Wow. The big boy's back, eh? How does that feel?
Absolutely awesome, man. I am pumped. I lost a bit of enthusiasm in these off-season with building these cars, work and everything, but this just brings it back. Brings it all back.
It was off the chains, man. Like dreaming of the Team DSR 1-2, so close. You know, this off-season's been real hard. We've been working around the clock. Just stoked that we got some results, you know, to really boost that motivation again.
It was Tauranga's Dave Steadman grabbing second on the podium. A new young gun was in the mix for the top four though. Tukurua's Taylor James edging out Adam Davies for third place. A podium finish on debut.
We come down sort of in our heads, if we could qualify in the top 10, I'd be over the moon, and you know, to end up in top 3, yeah, it's pretty cool.
While Teretonga Park was fast, there's only one place faster, Auckland's Pukekohe Park Raceway. We're going sideways at over 200 kilometres an hour is more than just a dance. Jesse Greenslate's Nissan S15 looking a little worse for wear. Australian international Jake Jones had an ejecto seat moment, the front windscreen of the Galore Parts Group GT86 going skyward. It was the new school once again, proving themselves at round 2. Taylor James chasing hard into the top 8, while former Pro Sport Development Series winners Michael Thorley and Liam Burke went door to door. The battle for third going to D1 veteran Damon Templeman.
Yeah, nice way to redeem ourselves. You know, it's nice to finish on the podium, and hats off to my dad. You know, he's my spotter, and my mum and my kids and my wife in the stands. Thanks to my boys. You know, we got just a small group of guys in that, and you know, we're just a family-run team. You know, we sponsor ourselves, and you know, Shane, my main man, maintains the car and that. So it's nice to give them a result.
The final battle would be a scrape between the boys from Northland, master and apprentice, two-time champ Thanga Dan taking victory over his former crew member Liam Burke.
Yeah, Liam, he, like I say, he's a good bloke, and we got down there to try and help him fix his car. He's helped me fix mine over the years, and he was part of my crew, so I didn't want to win this way. I really wanted to help him get out there and put on a show and, you know, teach him some more tricks.
Round 3 of the 2020 season took us to the Bay of Plenty under the lights at Tauranga's Trustpower Stadium. It was the heavyweights running the walls early. Returning Drift King Darren Kelly was back in his R35 GTR, defeating Cole Armstrong in the top 8 before finishing up in third place for the night.
Yeah, not the way that we want to win. Unfortunately for Cole, having a mechanical like that, that's never the way you want to go out. But yeah, it's great to be back, and yeah, stoked that we could get on the podium.
The dash for third and fourth looked to be in favour of the big V8 power of Carl Thompson. But the S15 would suffer mechanical dramas on the start line during the second pass. Carl settling for a handful of points heading into round 4. The final battle at Bay Park was once again the Rising Stars putting on a show. 2JZ versus RB Tukurua taking on Northland's Liam Burke. Taylor James emerging victorious, his first ever victory in the D1NZ Pro Championship Series.
You have done it, mate. You are a round winner for round 3 of the Valvoline D1NZ National Drifting Championship Series.
Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, big feat for us to come into here, and like, you know, me and Liam a couple of years ago in Pro Sport, and awesome battles. Yeah, it's the best time I've had driving for a long time.
Yeah, absolute hats off to Taylor, his second time on the podium in Pro. Absolutely insane. A lot of controversial battles for me up to this point, but it's been awesome. And thank you to the crowd, that was awesome cheering.
At the midway point of the championship fight, it was Taylor James and Liam Burke, now clear rivals. But with 2 events still to go, it was anyone's game. The title fight cranking up to 11 as the Valvoline D1NZ brought the smoke show indoors for the first time at Auckland's ASB Showgrounds. Darren Kelly in the Harder Racing R35 GTR taking pole position in qualifying. Taylor James in the race for the championship title had drama in qualifying. Front-end contact with the concrete would cost him a score in the first half of qualifying. Taylor bouncing back with his game face on to qualify into the main competition and battle his way to the top 4 against Dave Steadman. The flame-spitting Team DSR Mimico S14 was in good form on the night, fending off a hard charge from the Roundwood New Zealand Sylvia. Steadman grabbing another podium finish for the Bay of Plenty.
I'm really wrapped with that, to be honest. Messy battle, not as good as earlier battles, but hey, look, I'll take it for sure.
Mate, you're supposed to say, I'm happy as.
I'm having fun, that's for sure.
Mate, it's been good to watch. Well placed.
On the other side of the championship fight was Liam Burke and his 2JZ-powered Kiesel flooring S13. Battling hard into the finals was TJ Motorsport Ben Jenkins behind the wheel of Calvin Clark's Pro Sport S13. The final was a sudden death showdown, and despite the power advantage of the lead car, it was Ben Jenkins pushing the little SR20 that could into a door-banger battle.
Hey, Liam, congratulations. You won the gauntlet, buddy.
Yeah, you certainly made me work for it. That was insane.
Mate, you said to me all night you could get closer and you could get closer and get closer. Did you get close enough?
Yeah, in a few spots, yeah, I think so.
Ben, this has been a hell of a night for you. I mean, how do you explain this one?
There's not really many things to say apart from thanks to Calvin Clark and his little green room S13. It's an amazing little car. It's obviously sort of defied the odds, that little car here at this track. So no, I'm just happy. I've had a whole lot of fun. Liam, that was an amazing 2 battles with Liam there, door on door. Gave me some good nudges. It was real cool. And just real stoked, real happy, and happy for all Calvin sponsors to be able to put that car up there.
With a win for Taylor James and now a win for Liam Burke, the championship fight was boiling down, with over 5 drivers in the mathematical contention for the final trophy of the year. The season wrapped up once again at one of the fastest drifting circuits in the world, Pukekohe Park Raceway, where again the 200km/h entry speeds provided the ultimate battleground for the 2020 Grand Final. Northland once again coming in hot with a 1-2 in qualifying. Former champ Vanger Dan taking pole position, with his old Drift Corp buddy Gaz Whiter making a surprise return to the series in P2. With a 4-time champion in the mixed, competition was hot. The top 8 was where the championship title fight would unfold for Taylor James. Ben Jenkins in his 2JZ-powered Toyota GT86 was there to bring the fight. Chasing hard into the semi-finals with victory over the Roundwood New Zealand S14.
Great run, buddy. You got this thing dialed in.
Thanks, yeah. Just every lap we seem to be getting better in this thing. Obviously had our troubles on Thursday and Friday, but it's pumping, it's good. It was a wicked battle with Taylor. We've had many a battle now, so hey, it might have upset the championship for him, but I'm just out here to win the round now.
As luck would have it, Ben Jenkins would find himself up against another championship contender. Liam Burke leading up the Kiesel S13, while Jenkins had a huge moment with a concrete wall at over 180km/h. With the Toyota's Galore GT86 off track, it was Liam Burke dicing the curbs and booking himself a ticket to the final. The final battle of the Valvoline D1NZ 2020 season came down to a Northland showdown. Rising star Liam Burke going head-to-head with 4-time New Zealand champion Gaz Whiter. While Liam put on a good lead run, it was a wild chase from the V8-powered Phoenix Radiators S15. Victory for the V8 to Pukekohe as Gaz Whiter cleaned up another victory.
Nice cameo. You just won the final round of the Valvoline D1NZ Championships.
Oh, yeah, that was unreal. I pushed pretty hard on that one. He's really, really quick and he's fully committed, which is what you need. We actually bumped before the entry, which was pretty wild. We got a little bit unsettled and yeah, it was a rush.
Gary the GOAT just said, you are one hell of a driver. Nice compliment.
Oh, and he is too. A quote that he's always said, well, I've seen recently, was it's just like riding a push bike for him. Every time you get back on, you just remember. And he remembers every time. He comes out, he wins everything. It's honestly one of New Zealand's best drivers.
While the pride of Dargawul might have topped the podium, it was a huge haul of points for Liam Burke, finishing in 2nd place for the round. Northland emerging victorious overall for the 2020 season, with Tukurua's Taylor James taking 2nd, Auckland's Carl Thompson coming home in 3rd for the year.
Your champion in 2020, Liam Burke!
Darren Kelly handing over the trophy to the new Drift King, Liam Burke. The man to watch in 2021 as a new lineup of drivers from all over New Zealand prepare to do battle once again. 6 rounds across Aotearoa in 2021. The fuel, the fire, the passion. Who will be the next Drift King? Strap yourself in for the next installment of the Valvoline D1NZ National Drifting Championship Series.
It's fast, it's adrenaline hitting, it's precision door-to-door drifting next weekend at Mount Smart. Friday 22nd, Casper Transmissions Pro Sport. Saturday 23rd, the Valvoline D1NZ Pros of NZ. Action for the whole family. Tickets at d1nz.com. Gates open 4 p.m.